Remember those faces that lit up your screen decades ago? The stars who defined an era of glamour and grit? Many have transformed so dramatically, you might walk right past them today. Let's see how many Hollywood legends you can still recognize after time has worked its magic, or sometimes its harsh reality. That's Brigitte Bardot, the French bombshell who defined sex appeal in films like And God Created Woman. Today, in 2025, she's 91 and living as a renowned animal rights activist. That's Cheryl Ladd, best known for her role as Chris Monroe on Charlie's Angels. Today, in 2025, she's 74. That's Alain Delon, the impossibly handsome French actor from classics like Purple Noon. Today, in 2025, he's 90 and still considered one of cinema's great beauties. Lauren Tuas welcomed everyone aboard the Love Boat each week as cruise director Julie. She's sailing through life at 72 now. Veronica Lake's peekaboo blonde waves made her the ultimate 1940s bombshell that every woman wanted to look like. She passed away unrecognizable at just 50 in 1973. You might know him best as Richie Valens's troubled brother in La Bamba. That's Isai Morales, now 63. That's Doris Day, America's wholesome sweetheart, who charmed in Pillow Talk and Calamity Jane. She passed away in 2019 at age 97, still beloved by millions. Oh my gosh, Katherine Bach, aka the Daisy Duke. Those iconic shorts were literally named after her character. She's 71 now and still rocking it. Brenda Vakaro was everywhere in the 70s, on film, stage, and late-night TV. She turns 86 this year. That's Audrey Hepburn, the elegant icon from Breakfast at Tiffany's and Roman Holiday. She left us in 1993 at just 63, but her timeless style lives on. Pamela Anderson running in slow-mo on Baywatch defined a whole generation of TV. Hard to believe she's only 58. She became an icon so young. Phoebe Kates, coming out of that pool in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, is basically the most iconic swimming pool scene in movie history. She's only 62, if you can believe it. Robert Wagner brought such smooth sophistication to Heart. The man is turning 95 this year and still has more charm than most actors half his age. Few TV faces were more familiar in the 80s than Patrick Duffy's. The Dallas star is now 76. That's Grace Kelly, the Hollywood princess who became actual royalty as Monaco's Princess Grace. She passed away tragically in 1982 at just 52. Glenn Close absolutely terrified us all in Fatal Attraction. Still can't look at rabbits the same way. She's turning 78 and still crushing it with performances that give me chills. In 1981, she became an instant screen legend with Body Heat. Kathleen Turner is 71 in 2025. Marlon Brando's brooding intensity and ridiculous good looks in A Streetcar Named Desire made him the definition of a Hollywood sex symbol. When he passed away at 80 in 2004, his transformation was so extreme, directors had to film around it. Joyce DeWitt deserved way more credit for keeping Three's Company grounded amid all the chaos. She's 76 and still has that amazing laugh. Anthony Michael Hall went from total nerd in 16 Candles to the brainiac in The Breakfast Club. Now he's all grown up at 57. That one makes me feel ancient. That's Sophia Loren, the Italian goddess who won an Oscar for 2 women. Still stunning at 91 in 2025, she's proof some stars truly are timeless. Bo Derek and those iconic cornrows in 10 literally changed beach fashion overnight. At 69, she's still got that same incredible smile. With her trademark laugh and comic charm, Goldie Hawn became a household name. She's turning 80 this year. How many have you nailed so far? Keep your total and tell us at the end. Pam Grier was the original badass before being a badass was even a thing. At 76, she's still the coolest person in any room she walks into. No paperclip, no duct tape. Just Richard Dean Anderson, who gave us MacGyver. He's now 75. That's Monica Bellucci, the Italian stunner who broke hearts in Milena and became a bondwoman at 51. Today in 2025, she's 61 and still captivating audiences. Valerie Pine played Miss Teschmacher in Superman, and honestly, she nearly stole the show from Gene Hackman. She's turning 82 this year. Sean Young's haunting performance in Blade Runner still gives me chills. She's just 66 and remains one of Hollywood's most interesting talents. He made leather jackets cool and jukeboxes magic. Henry Winkler, the one and only. Fonz is 80 in 2025. That's Jack Nicholson, the devilish grin behind The Shining, and a record 12 Oscar nominations. Today, in 2025, he's 88 and living mostly out of the spotlight. The voice, the mustache, the attitude. Sam Elliott made Quiet Strength unforgettable. He's 81 this year. That's Kim Basinger, the blonde bombshell who steamed up screens in 9.5 weeks and won an Oscar for LA Confidential. Today, in 2025, she's 72. As TV's original Bionic Woman, Lindsy Wagner inspired a generation. She turns 76 in 2025. Frances Farmer was a stunning 1930s, leading lady in films like Come and Get It. After years in brutal mental institutions, she emerged looking completely different until her passing in 1970 at just 56. Style icon, Oscar winner, and forever, Annie Hall. Diane Keaton is 79 in 2025. Montgomery Clift was the perfect featured heartthrob who women swooned over in films like From Here to Eternity. After a horrible car crash in 1956, facial reconstruction, left him looking like a different person until his passing at age 45. Before space heroines were mainstream, there was Erin Gray and Buck Rogers. She's now 75. Did you catch that one? Or did she surprise you? America met Sally Struthers as Gloria on All in the Family. She's now 78 in 2025. From thrillers to Wall Street power plays, Michael Douglas was everywhere in the 80s. He turns 81 this year. Mickey Rooney was America's favorite teenager in the Andy Hardy films, with that boyish charm everyone loved. He passed away at 93 in 2014. Barbara Eden brought magic to prime time in I Dream of Jeannie. In 2025, she's 94. Gloria Graham won an Oscar for The Bad and the Beautiful and was known for her distinctive sultry lips. Cosmetic surgeries left her with nerve damage and a completely different face. She passed away at 57 in 1981. She won an Oscar for Terms of Endearment, but Shirley MacLaine's range goes far beyond one film. She's now 91. John Barrymore wasn't called the Great Profile for nothing. He was the handsome silent film idol whose perfect features launched a dynasty. His battle with alcoholism transformed him completely by the end of his life at 60 in 1942. With that iconic mustache and Hawaiian shirt, Tom Selleck defined cool in Magnum P.I. He turns 80 in 2025. Clara Bo was the original It Girl of the 1920s, with those heart-shaped lips and flapper style that defined an era. When she passed away in 1965, at 60, she was so transformed that not a single person recognized the woman who once embodied jazz-age beauty. Angie Dickinson was breaking barriers as the lead-in policewoman when women rarely got to play cops. She's 94 now, one for the true TV buffs. Did you get that one? Paul LeMat, racing those hot rods in American Graffiti, gave us all the nostalgic feels, even back then. He's cruising at 80 now. She was Maverick's flight instructor in Top Gun. Kelly McGillis is now 68. Gene Tierney's perfect bone structure and haunting beauty made Laura one of film noir's most unforgettable classics. She passed away at 70 in 1991. The rebel from The Breakfast Club, Jud Nelson, is 66 in 2025. Bert Reynolds and his legendary mustache were the definition of macho cool in Smokey and the Bandit. By his passing at 82 in 2018, he had become so gaunt and thin that fans were shocked to see the once virile heartthrob looking so fragile. From gritty action roles to dramatic turns, Nick Nolte's presence never went unnoticed. He's now 84. Judy Garland captured hearts worldwide as fresh-faced Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz when she was just 16. She had many struggles and passed away at only 47 in 1969. Most people were stunned to learn she wasn't decades older. That's not just any rugged outdoorsman. That's Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee himself. At 85, he's probably still telling people, "That's not a knife." Al Pacino just oozes cool in everything he does. From The Godfather to Scarface, the man never misses. He's 85 now, and still one of the greats. Broadway goddess Bernadette Peters is somehow 77 this year, which I refuse to believe because she literally never seems to age. Robert Redford wasn't just handsome. He was like the definition of handsome for decades. At 88, he's still got that twinkle that made us all swoon. Oh man, Harry Hamlin fighting those stop-motion monsters in Clash of the Titans was everything. He's 74 now, and honestly, still looks like he could take on a Kraken. The Fiery Lucy from Dallas. That was Charlene Tilton. She's only 67 now, which kind of blows my mind because she seemed so grown up even back then. Wow, what a trip down memory lane, right? The faces change, but the memories we have of these stars never fade. They're literally frozen in time for us. That's the magic of Hollywood. Whether you recognized every single face or got totally stumped on a few, I hope this little game brought back some awesome memories of afternoons spent watching your favorites light up the screen. So, how'd you do? Drop your score in the comments. Tell me which transformation shocked you the most. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to like and subscribe if nostalgia's your jam. Because trust me, we're just getting started with these time travel adventures through entertainment history. See you next time.